Mavia. Is Heroes of Mavia a potential 100x gaming coin sitting right now as a diamond in the rough? We're going to cover it in this video. We're going to cover where Mavia is at now. Where could it head to and where could it extend to in this 2025 crypto bull market and potential alt season that could be right around the corner here. And before I begin, I just want to say I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just showing you what I'm seeing with Mavia as far as what the Stargate software is telling me on the charts. And also, before I begin, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment of a ticker you want me to do a 2025 price prediction on, and I will do it. We have already covered coins like Onyx, Zbec, Velo, Sofon, Bitcoin, and so on. So make sure you leave a comment of a ticker and I will do it. So let's dive in here. Straight out of the gate, right on the screen, we have a couple things on the chart that I want to go over. We have the Stargate software. So first off, we have the Stargate OG signals, and that is the vertical green line is your prepare to buy soon signal. The vertical blue line is your buy now signal. The vertical red line is your prepare to sell soon signal. And the vertical yellow line is your sell now confirmation signal. Now, zooming out, we have the Stargate Fib forecaster on the right side. You have a red micro Fibonacci, a yellow medium Fibonacci, and a green macro Fibonacci retracement and extension. As price moves, the Fibonacci's move with it. No more manually drawing your fibs. The fib forecaster will automatically change as the price changes. And then lastly, a fan favorite, we have the Stargate snakes. The green zone is the belly of the beast. Usually the best times to buy and accumulate are when we're in the belly of the beast, this green zone, but sometimes you have coins that stretch below the belly of the beast and sometimes even just slam into the depths of nowhere, the abyss. And usually that's the most incredible times to buy for bear market bottoms and accumulation zones. Then you have the red hot zone. As prices go up into the hot zone and better yet extend past it, usually it's the best time to take profits for potential bull market tops. So that covers that. We have the fib forecaster, the OG signals, and the Stargate snakes. So let's go straight into it. We are on the weekly chart for Mavia. We are currently trading at 17 cents flat. Mavia. I honestly, personally, Mavia, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, is one of my top gaming picks for this potential alt season that's right around the corner, given how oversold it is and where it's at right now sitting on the charts. An amazing opportunity here, in my opinion, big risk to reward. And we're going to cover the potential targets. But first off, where does Mavia absolutely need to hold in the immediate short term if we're going to see a pump out of it and potential moonshots? So that's going to be this green macro 786 here. So as you can see from the low that we had set in March to the high that we had set in March, we have this 786 that is sitting around 0.1483. And we just recently tapped it the other day. We tapped that level. So if we're going to go lower in prices, where do I want to see us immediately hold? I would say it's going to be from 14 cents to 0.1483. Must hold concrete support level right there. Concrete support in the immediate short term that I'd want to see Mavia hold if we're going to see a potential trampoline bounce out of it. But let's say for any reason we head lower and we break that concrete support floor, then I would say if we break that level, it's very likely we'll come down to this 1618 and worst case scenario, a retest of these lows down here. So we're going to mark that. We have this 0.1193, like basically 12 cents. And then we have our last line of defense, this 2618 breakdown extension, and this low here that we had set in March, which is going to be at 0.09 to 0.962. That is our line in the sand level for Mavia if we were to go lower. Then we have our second concrete support and we have our first concrete support. And quite frankly, I wouldn't want to see us break below this first concrete support. To be honest, in my opinion, I'd really just want to see us hold that 0.01483 15-cent level with candle body closes above it. So if Mavia holds that level and we start to press up here, where does Mavia need to head up in the immediate short term to see potential moonshot targets? That's going to be from this low, from this high down to this low that we had set. It's going to be around 25 cents. So we're going to mark that level. And right now, here's a little tip. The Fibonacci's, the extensions are pointing to the downside, meaning the price action is bearish at the moment. But as soon as we were to come up and break above likely this 25 cents level, we're going to start to see those Fib extensions flip bullish, and we'll start to see those extension levels flip to the upside. But right now, we're calling it a bit early. We're trying to get ahead of it. So that's why I'm drawing this Fib here, getting ahead of the price action. So the concrete ceiling in the immediate short term that I want to see Mavia get above for potential rocket ship here is 25 cents flat to around 28 cents. Really, that's the zone we want to crack above. So I'm going to mark that, and we're going to shade that red. So that's our first concrete ceiling. Then our second concrete ceiling, where we need to break above to just see Mavia go full out bananas, is from this high down to this low that we had just recently set. We have this 45 cent to 52 cent level. That's going to be our next concrete ceiling to break above. So for now, let's recap at the moment. Our first concrete support level is going to be that 0.01483. That's our must hold level. That's our macro 786. That's really where I'd want to see us hold above in the immediate short term, and really not break anywhere below that point in the coming months if we're going to see a big move to the upside in the coming weeks to months here. So that's the first concrete support. If we go any lower, we have 12 cents as our second concrete support, and our line in the sand white flag is 0.912 to 0.962 line in the sand level that we must hold for Mavia. So that covers the downside. If we start to see a little bounce up here for Mavia, our first concrete ceiling that we need to crack above is around 25 cents to 28 cents. So if we can see Mavia come up and press up here and break above this first concrete ceiling and hold it, then it's very likely we're going to immediately shoot up to our second concrete ceiling, which is at 45 cents to 52 cents. And at that point, if we can break up above there and hold that support and have the momentum, juice, sauce to keep on going, it's very likely we're going to move up very fast, just like we did back here in March. If I had the indicators here, you can see in March, we pressed up very fast for Mavia, and it was about 3 days that we went up about 6x. That's why I'm very excited about this coin, because when it starts to go, it goes big. And I'm trying to get ahead of it, and I'm trying to put it on your guys' radar ahead of time as well too. So if it can crack up above that second concrete ceiling, above 52 cents basically, then to me, it's blue skies, and we're going to immediately shoot up, likely to the bottom of the belly of the beast right now, which is currently sitting around $1.04, which coincides, if we take a look here, with this breakdown point that we fell off from in January 2025. So the bottom of the belly of the beast right now is coinciding with a key macro price structure level of these lows that we had set and bounced off of since July 2024 to January 2025. It was basically 6 months of bouncing off this level until we broke it and we slammed down. So it's very likely getting above 52 cents, we're going to immediately double from that point and get to the bottom of the belly of the beast. And from current levels, sitting at 17 cents right now, we're talking that is about a 6x. So you're talking $1.03 from current levels is a 6x. And then if it has enough momentum to just smash up through the bottom of the beast, it's very likely we're just going to head right up to the top of the belly of the beast, which is coinciding with a couple key levels. As you can see, we have the 4236 extension of the 786 of us breaking above that first concrete ceiling. So let me mark that right there as well too. And now I'm going to delete that Fibonacci because we have that level. And we have the 1618 extension of us breaking above this second concrete ceiling here as well too, in tandem with this zone here. So we got 3 things stacking up: the top of the belly of the beast, the 2618 breakout extension of the first concrete ceiling, and the 1618 breakout extension of the second concrete ceiling. So let me shade this area right here, and that's going to be another key level. So from current prices of 17 cents all the way up to that zone, we got a 10x to potentially 13x here. Not a bad gain. 10x to 13x right there for Mavia, which is a price point of 194 to 222 for Mavia, which is a 10 to 13x from current levels. And then also too, looking to the left, you can see that's a critical area of where we found our top back in November 2024, and then also a critical point back here, July 2024. And then yeah, so that's definitely a level that if we smash above that first key one at $1.03, we could quickly move and pull another double from that point to reach the top of there. Then we have, as you can see, the 2618 extension at $9.59. And if I put back on the snakes, you can see the snakes are starting to travel down. And by the time, if we manage to get up to there, we're going to see the 2618 breakout extension of this second concrete ceiling coinciding with the bottom of the hot zone, coinciding with the previous highs that we had set here in February 2024. Absolutely unbelievable. Another key area of multiple confluences we have at $9.59. And then lastly, we're going to just put a horizontal line at the top of the hot zone, which is currently at $19. Let's measure it. From current levels to that area of $9.56, we have a potential 55x at $9.22. And then to the top of the hot zone, we have about 115x. And that's what I like to call the milli cheese. That's the milli bag right there. So we have $19.88. That's 115x from current levels. Whew. So let's recap, man. Mavia is exciting. And you might be saying, well, how possible is that to get up to there? And we'll cover that. We'll look at the market cap, etc. But to refresh, to recap, our first concrete support, 0.1483. Gotta hold that level. In my opinion, that is my line in the sand. But for any reason, if we head lower, we have our second concrete support at around basically 0.12 cents. Then our line in the sand, white flag level, is 0.095, 0.0962 must hold level. Then if we can press up and start to move up here for Mavia, our first concrete ceiling is around 25 cents to 28 cents. If we can get up and crack up through that level, then it's likely we're going to move up fast to our second concrete ceiling. And getting up and breaking above there, to me, will be clear skies to go up another double to our $1.03 6x level, the bottom of the belly of the beast, our prior price action here as well too. And then we have, if we have enough sauce and juice to smash up through the belly of the beast and go up to the top of it, we have a mashup of multiple confluences, 1618 extension, 2618 extension, top of the belly of the beast, which is at $1.94 to $2.22, which from current levels is a 10 to 13x. Then if we can keep on chugging our way up, then we have our mega targets, our 55x, which is our 2618 extension, coinciding with the tops here back in early 2024, which is currently at $9.22. That's currently a 55x from the current prices of where we're at. And then we have our milli cheese, our milli bag target of 115x from current levels at $19.88. You let me know in the comments, do you think it's possible? Have you heard of Mavia? Do you hold Mavia? To be honest, I'm not big on the gaming coins. I don't game, bro. I don't do that. But when it comes to making money in crypto, and if a gaming coin's hot and I'm seeing these type of gains here of potentials, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. And Mavia gets me excited because looking at the Mavia market cap, it's at 19 million as we speak. And it has a, it's not like it has a supply of billions of Mavia. It's 250 million Mavia total supply, max supply as well too. So there's a limited supply of it. I'm looking on the right side. I'm starting to see that there's smart money supposedly loaning up on it. We've been tracking Mavia for a bit now, but I believe that a move like this is very possible to come within the month of June or first half of July, because I was doing some research and I see that there's some potential big unlocks coming late June or in the middle of the year. And now that we're in the beginning of June, I wouldn't be surprised to see big price movements to the upside. So when that unlock happens, they got the money to unload it on. So that's why I'm plotting on Mavia big here. So you let me know in the comments, because a 6x to that first target of $1.03, it's peanuts. That brings Mavia to 120 million market cap. If we're looking at the gaming tokens and the market caps here, you scroll down 120 million market cap, that brings it to big time market cap levels. And big time, looking at big time, big time sitting at like basically all time lows. If big time were to press up and head up to levels that where it's at, you're talking a 10x at a big time to bring it back to where it was at. You're talking big time at over $1 billion market cap. If that were to be the case, why can't Mavia take the place of the market cap of big time currently? I could see it happen. So that $1.03 target is peanuts in my opinion. And then what about that 10x target? You know, that brings Mavia to 200 million market cap. Like I said, still peanuts, you know, still peanuts as far as that goes. Looking at the market caps here, you already have some of these gaming coins like ApeCoin have 550 million market cap, Decentraland 550, you know, you have Gala 700, Sandbox 700, you know, so you already see a lot of gaming coins here already at $500 million market caps, and they haven't even put on big moves yet. But if we see a big spike in the market for altcoins and in the gaming sector, these are going to balloon. So Mavia is going to balloon as well with it. You know, even getting to Axie Infinity levels, you're talking 420 million market cap. So you're talking a 20x just to get to Axie Infinity levels. So 10x to 13x, in my opinion, absolutely can happen. And let's talk about the 55x. So 55x, you're talking that brings, you know, Mavia to about $1 billion market cap. I would say, hey, if we're going to see these gaming coins hit potential new all-time highs, like for the example I was talking about big time, let's say if big time stretches past its previous all-time high where its market cap was at like 1.2 billion and it pulls a double from that point and goes to 2.4 billion. I mean, why can't Mavia go to 1 billion market cap and bring it to that $9.22 level? I mean, it was already there before, back in early 2024 when we hit our first top last year. So I could see it. I could see it happen. And then we have our final big cheese, milli cheese target of $19.88 to bring it to a new all-time high. That's 115x. And that would bring it to about a 2 to 3 billion market cap. And to be honest, I could see it happen. It depends on, it depends on the rest of the market, how the crypto market goes up as a collective, the total crypto market cap, alt season, etc., the money rotation. But as far as it being realistic, as far as there being potential for those targets to being hit, I could definitely see it happen. Not financial advisor, not financial advice. I mean, I'm let alone happy with that 10 to 13x. That 55x, I'd be ecstatic. I mean, 115x, I'd probably, you know, drop dead of excitement. But you let me know in the comments. You let me know if you're going to get some Mavia and which levels you're going to target. So that's going to be it. That's Mavia, what I'm seeing right now currently, where it could head to and where could it extend to. And if you have a ticker you want me to cover, leave that comment and I will cover it. And if you haven't already checked out my previous 2025 price prediction videos I've been putting out on Velo, ZBAC, XCN, Bitcoin, SoFon, and so on, then link in the bio, go check those out. Oh, another thing actually I forgot to cover is we have a 1 week prepare to buy soon signal. No buy now signal just yet. But pretty soon we could see that vertical blue buy now beam come in, and on a weekly chart, that's a big change of trend in the bigger picture here. And that could produce something like a big beanstalk up very quickly for Mavia. But as I said, that's going to be it. If you wanted access to the Stargate software, where you wanted the Stargate OG signals and you wanted to get notified when that blue beam comes in for the buy now, you wanted access to the Stargate Fib Forecaster and the Stargate Snakes for when we get into the belly of the beast in the hot zone, link in the bio, go to that beacons.ai/Stargate link, come down to the Stargate VIP group, join the waitlist, first come, first serve. If you fill out that information, I'll reach out to you. My name's Rob at Stargate, just so you know when I reach out, and we'll get you kitted and suited up with the tools that you'll need heading into this alt season. You definitely don't want to drop the bag at the last yard line. And one thing I wanted to mention, price targets are great as far as a roadmap where prices could potentially go to. But at the end of the day, crypto's a momentum game. Let's say you're targeting that big cheese, milli cheese target at $19.88, but it only goes up to, let's say, $12, but you really wanted that milli cheese and you were waiting for that, and it goes from 12 and it just kind of, we see that sell now signal come in on the OG signals and it starts to roll over and it heads down to $4, and you're like, fine, I'll take that small cheese target at 922, just give me that again. But it keeps going down. You know, you're just sitting waiting for a static price target that ultimately never came because the momentum died. And that's what the Stargate OG signals measures, the momentum. So if you wanted access to these tools to get notified when that sell now potentially comes in, then link is in the bio. Go fill out that form, Stargate VIP group, and I'll reach out to you as Rob at Stargate. So that's going to be it. I'll see you guys in the Discord. Link is in the beacons for that. I'll see you guys in VIP, and I'll see you guys in the next video.